female Manson, and I guess that's not such a bad thing.
The original lineup, being all female group, just so perfect. And just her approach was, I don't give a fuck about anything, you know. I'll spit in your face, I'll say cunt, I'll say dick on stage, and I challenge you to meet me on my playing ground. You know, it was just perfect.
When Jessica started Jack Off Jill, actually, it was really funny because Brian was the one that thought of the name. And I can remember we were all sitting around over at her old drummer's house. Her name was Tenny. And she was thinking of a name, and they're coming up with this, and they're coming up with that, and nothing's really working. And Brian's like, well, how about Jack Off Jill? She's like, yeah, that's it, that's it, that's it.
Well, you said the people from Jack Off Jill wouldn't do this interview or whatever. Jessica, I guess. Doesn't surprise me.
Remember the interview?
No.
Like, excuse me,
was,
could you
no,
please?
Goes, hey, he wants to interview me in here, okay? Can you just give us a few minutes? Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Fucking cunt.
Like, fuck off.
When Jack Off Jill first came to LA, they came to stay with me at my single apartment. So there was the four of them and me stuck in this 2-room apartment, and it was magic. Oh, I'll tell you about the show at Al's Bar. There was me and 2 of my friends, and it was one of my favorite shows I've ever seen. And at the end of it, when Jessica was covered in blood and candy and goo and whatnot, I was entranced. I was sold right there, just like most of Jack Off Jill's fans are at the end of the show. Jack Off Jill videos on every TV, 24 hours a day. Jack Off Jill all the time, coast to coast, 24 hours a day.
All I know about Jessica and Jordy is that Jordy supposedly stole Jessica's wardrobe and created his look from Jessica's look, which was actually Courtney's look anyway, so, which was actually like Babes in Toyland's look, and, you know, the list goes on. But anyways, I don't know about their relationship really. I just know like Jordy wears Jessica's dresses, and I guess still does. Now they have Scott, ex-Marilyn Manson, in the band, and I'm sure he's added a lot to it, and I think they have a new drummer as well.
SMP came at a great time to help us out. He recorded on our EP, Covetous Creature, and he toured with us. I wish him all the best in his future endeavors.
There's so much like him in image-wise that they got to say everything they can to get away from him.
Please, they don't though.
What?
You know.
Image-wise?
Image-wise, yes, but
that's
in
what I said.
interviews,
Image-wise.
She like
sound-wise, they don't sound that much like him, but image-wise, they're fucking. Come on.
Am I arguing?
Yeah, you did. You fucking argued.
No, you're fuck you. Fuck off.
But while other bands and loyal fans all but worshipped the Reverend Manson, the road to stardom wasn't paved. And on the inside, it was a rocky ride from the start. The members of the band that called themselves Marilyn Manson kept changing, and friendship was the price Brian Warner paid each time he decided that someone was on the outs.
I guess he met Brad. Brian used to be a fan of Saigon Kick, and we'd go to all the shows and stuff, and Brad used to be a Saigon Kick heckler and stand in the front row and just totally rag him out that they would have to jump off stage and actually have a fight, you know, like get physical with him. So we were at Button South one night, I remember, and Brad was out in the parking lot. He just got chased out of the club by Saigon Kick because he heckled him so bad they had to stop playing. And I guess Brian like tried to go over there and fight him. I don't know if they were in fighting or what, but they weren't friends, so I don't know how the whole him playing bass came about, but I know at first they hated each other.
What was his name? Gidget?
Brad.
No, what was his name in Manson?
Gidget Gain?
Gidget Gain or something. Well, I replaced him in a band, but it was probably best for him because when he met Brian kind of saw Brad. He saw the image of what he wanted to represent. It was in Brad. I mean, Brad was the image of that band.